today we are reacting to why everyone hates Wendy Ortiz. I don't know what about that into deep shit. I was finna say Stream University, dumbass nigga. But one thing I am confused about though is how the fuck did Wendy and Dee win? Like then they literally just coupled up 4 hours ago. Just got in, just stole it. Like that. Now that don't even make sense. Like nigga, apparently it was like fans voting. I don't even know how the fans even voted. It was probably just her fan base shit. I don't know how they won, but we finna get this video.
And it's not even because
I'm gonna try to keep it low on the pauses because it's a 21 minute video
of anything she's doing in particular, but more of her cult-like fan base that a bunch of people are apparently afraid of. Crazy enough, she isn't even a veteran when it comes to streaming, at least.
Shit, man, I don't blame her for being afraid. I mean, shit, they was able to make her win this whole show with her literally doing nothing, leaving, and coming back and winning with somebody who wasn't even a part of the whole show. Just for like 4 hours. I mean, he was a love doctor and stuff, but he wasn't a contestant. Yeah, shit, I don't blame him. Shit, she could have, like Ben said, she could have got it with a pillow. She would have won.
On Twitch, a lot of people from the WRL community probably found her out due to DDG, and unfortunately for her, it seems like the person that brought her into here is also going to be somebody that's bringing her downfall, with her most recent fallout literally being with him and him taking a jab at her audience saying that they're going to be the reason she's not going to be able to get any collabs. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so why don't we start from the very beginning with who even is Wendy Ortiz for anyone that's unaware, and why are so many people hating on her but also fearing her all at the same time.
That girl's fan base,
that girl's
alright,
what
is just insane.
That girl is just mad she didn't win. Ooh. And then earlier she was like, oh, TikTok's trying to pin us against you.
Shit, I don't even blame whoever that was talking. I don't blame him, because she literally didn't even do that much on the show. I'm gonna be honest.
Each other, that's you.
If you want to,
I'm not even that mad about it. It just don't make sense though.
Skip around at any point, timestamps below in the description and in the comments section. Wendy Ortiz, as I said earlier, is not a veteran to streaming, but actually pretty new, at least for most people in the WRL community, where she got her start before streaming on places like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, where she boasts a huge following of over 4.1 million people. With that big of a following, you expect to see her doing collabs like crazy, but not really in live streaming until DDG came along, where for me personally, it was the first time I ever saw her in this new era of content creation, that being live streaming. And this also introduced a new fan base, and not only Wendy, but also a new fan base to live streaming, and that fan base could not get enough of what they were seeing. It seemed like Wendy and DDG clips were flying out like crazy, and they were all doing numbers.
Do you care that you're short?
I get to that.
How much deeper can it get?
What you mean by that? But this is, let me say
I like ugly cute guys. Like they're ugly, but it's cute.
Like a pug.
Like you.
I'm ugly.
If you ask me, she was a pretty good live streamer, even without being with DDG. When she had her solo moments, she was still funny and pulling a consistent viewership, not even just on Twitch, but on TikTok Live when she was going out and doing these things. It seemed like this was going to be an amazing avenue for her as a creator and just a fresh new step into her journey. Unfortunately for Wendy, the good times would not last forever, as hardship had to come. That was in the form of drama and beef with a lot of live streamers. It just seemed like once she stepped in the realm of Twitch, a bunch of people wanted to start beefing with her, one of those being the king of Twitch that eventually left, Aiden Ross.
I'm not holding back on Wendy. We are going to go crazy on Wendy for what she said about Tory Lanez. My brother really got stabbed 14 times, bro. I don't around when it comes to like that. So Wendy, I got something for you. Don't even worry about it. You and your fat Torta fans can't do, they don't scare me, bro. I don't give a full, bro. This streaming you're doing, do you not understand? I'm the Don. Call it cringe, call however you want. This is my.
For her first known streamer beef to be with Aiden Ross, out of all people, is pretty insane, especially since most gripes people have with her is that her community is really toxic. So for her first notable person,
I'm not gonna lie, it seems like every community that comes from Twitch is just, I mean, no, not Twitch, Kick, it's toxic. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Don't get me wrong, there's toxic communities on Twitch too, but mainly it seems like that with Kick. I don't know I don't know. I don't know what it'd be with Kick. Maybe it's just because, you know, Kick just don't give a fuck about you know, about what people be saying on this stream and shit. I don't know.
Since she had an ordeal with being Aiden, whose community is known for being one of the most toxic communities on any platform, is pretty ironic. And it all started purely because of what happened with Tory Lanez when he unfortunately got stabbed. And her response to it was just that she doesn't feel like anybody should feel bad for Tory Lanez. He's just not someone you should feel bad for.
I don't think Tori is like someone you can feel bad for.
Well, I'm just saying, it's sad that it happened to somebody. That it shouldn't happen to anybody, to be honest.
Aiden Ross, seeing a clip of her saying that, got pretty upset and genuinely said he was going to go back and forth with her and slide for his man's Tory because they were actually good friends. Yet it didn't seem like Wendy even cared, because later on a live stream she would speak about Aiden Ross again, literally comparing their fans to each other because he's known for having a toxic community, where she would make the first ever mention from any beef that I've seen, at least in the streamer community, of her fans actually being pretty toxic and very supportive of her regardless of what's happening, and basically saying that no matter how bad your fans could be, hers are 10 times worse.
And I will not be speaking about, I don't want to say his name, Aiden Ross, because that's what he's trying to do. He's just trying to get everybody's attention and it's not working out for him. Like, he's literally just crazy, actually. And I don't care if his fans are crazy. My fans are crazier. Fandom versus fandom, bitch. And we're winning. We're like actually winning. And they're trying to say, okay, let me shut up. That they exposed my address and my social security number. So weird, guys. I think he's actually like genuinely, I believe he is misogynistic. Like, I genuinely believe like he hates women so bad. Dochi. Me, and he's a Trump supporter.
While I know this isn't the main beef a lot of you clicked on this video for, I just wanted to show this as a little bit of context. Later on, this beef would end up getting squashed, with Wendy and Aiden Ross actually making up and saying that they are both pretty cool people outside of streaming. But I just wanted to use this as an example to show that Wendy Ortiz is aware of her fan base. So at any point in time, in case you see a clip or I show something, she talks about her fans not being a certain way or might act a little oblivious, she is very much aware of how her fans can act and the power she truly has, like most content creators are, regardless of how they might act or feel. Now in this situation, she was obviously overtly being attacked by the AR loyals, to the point of literally talking about getting doxxed, having fear for her life because of the private information they shared. It would make sense why her fans would go out of the way to defend her in this situation. While in her most recent controversy with Playboy Max's Into Deep show appearance, it seems like a lot of her fans were attacking a bunch of people and it felt like it was for no apparent.
You don't know what's crazy? A lot, like, there was this one YouTuber that said Playboy Max's return failed. I'm not for a lot. Just because of the Wendy shit doesn't mean his return failed. Like, nigga, I'm pretty sure this nigga gained 1 million views on one video. He gained 20K subs from one stream. No, in 3 days apparently. In those 3 streams. And I forgot the other shit, but yeah, nigga, his return did not fail. There was a YouTuber saying that his return failed. It didn't fail at all. Just because of Wendy. I mean, that just means this stuff's going bad for her, but not Max.
Reason.
At the end of the day, though, it was the fans who voted for the final winner.
But niggas voted for just say for that. Yep.
Can I ask you something?
Of course you can.
Why is Krishan Rock here?
I'm confused. Is there a problem with her? Like,
There is a problem with her being here.
I told you. Nigga, that nigga cap, nigga.
Y'all got
That's
smoke?
Well, that's just weird.
No, but I'm saying like what? So there's actually other girls here too. There's mad
No,
girls.
of course I know.
So like, do y'all got like smoke?
Well, on the internet, yes.
Okay, so let me talk to you real quick. Can you talk? What's going on?
For anyone that's unaware of what Into Deep is, Playboy Max's show, quick little rundown. This is a love show that Playboy Max has done before, and this is actually the second version of it. He brings in a couple of guys and girls, most of them being streamers, and basically has them all picked to be a couple, fighting amongst each other to see who can win a cash prize. Pretty simple stuff, and actually really good content. But one part of it is bringing in...
No, don't get me wrong. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I like the first one better. Don't get me wrong, the second Into Deep is good. I like the first one better. I don't know, just feel like there's a lot more going on in the first one than the second one. That's just how it feels to me personally. Like, cause I feel like Max already knows most of these people, but most of the people he had in Into Deep one, well, he knew them, but you know, it kind of felt like there was like variety just going on the first one compared to the second one. Like the second one, we already seen these people on Max's stream before, besides King and them. But the first one though, it's like there was like a variety of different people.
A new girl on some of the nights, and that new girl,
but this one, the second one was good too though.
Today happened to be Krishan Rock. Unfortunately, Wendy Ortiz actually had a problem with her over the internet, so when she heard that she was showing up, she actually felt like she was being set up by Playboy Max and went to confront him, which you saw in that clip right there. But it wasn't just her being upset, it was also her fan base, because when this clip made its rounds on Twitter and TikTok, a lot of the comments was Whoa Nation, that being her fans, going crazy and scolding Playboy Max for apparently setting her up and using Wendy for views. Wendy needs to stay around her expanded crowd. Those other people were like playing with her too much. The look on his face when she first said something that he knew, because a normal person would have been like, oh, she wants to be on the show, not looking around. He's trying to act like he don't know. He was trying to cash in on Krishan whooping Wendy. Wendy says she's scared of her. I don't know why.
Yeah, because he probably don't know. He probably, I'm not gonna lie, like, he probably don't even be focused on the, you know, the beef side of the internet that much. Like, once you famous, you just focus on, you know, your stuff. That's probably what he was doing, focusing on his stuff. He probably wasn't, you know, he probably didn't care about that whole Krishan Rock and Ready stuff. He didn't even, he doesn't, you know, I don't know. All I'm saying, yeah, he probably wasn't paying attention to it. He probably wasn't. Because he has his own things to do. That's probably what happened.
Krishan would want to fight someone who said she's scared of her. And this conversation right here sums up how most people probably feel about the situation. The most
like, fuck, like, why would he focus on a random beef when he got his own shit to focus on, like, in too deep, or, you know, his own career?
Delusional things I've ever seen in my life. Acting like Max knows Wendy's whole lore. I didn't even know they had beef. Laughing emoji. He's chronically online.
I didn't even know either.
There's no way he didn't know. He went missing for 2 months. This event is his comeback. You can't tell me he didn't know though. He obviously knows Wendy has clout right now, and it's not like he didn't do any research.
I did not know about any things you had going on.
Yeah.
With Krishan, I was made aware. Understood when you told me on stream. Talk.
Can I just say something?
Go ahead.
I don't know Mac, but I know you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I know he wouldn't set me up like that. I think just in the moment, I heard she was here, and then I was like doing like.
Go emote only. Go emote only. Emote only.
I was thinking about like, oh, Alabama said bad babies pulling up. I was like, wait, Krishan Rock is here. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I got mad. Obviously, I'm sorry. I came over here. I told you. And I think it was just like...
It's all good. I completely understand. I completely understand. Yeah. You feel me? You felt like it was some weird, funny business going on. That's why I wanted to situate it, because I didn't want you to feel like that. Because I fuck with you. You cool. You feel me? Yeah. You done nothing but show me love. You feel me? Want to keep everything smooth.
All good.
He didn't know? Please. He lying and a narcissist. He knew what he was doing. She's so naive. I think y'all get the point now. These fans are pretty delusional, and I want to spin back to that little convo show with her in the 5-star.
I ain't gonna lie. At least you got shit. I mean, the fans are, I mean, I don't know. They being weird, but at least you gotta protect the fan base, so you gotta give her that. Like, nigga, somebody shits on her fan base is doing her ass. Like, at least you gotta support her fan base. You gotta give her that. I ain't gonna lie.
Remember, being that she...
Other than that, though, yeah, I don't know, man.
He said because Playboy Max is chronically online that he would know about the Wendy Ortiz...
Her fan base is not being Corey Kenshin's fan base. So.
Krishan beef. When, as someone who was literally chronically online...
Because I'm one of them.
For their job, I had no idea that was a thing. There are some people that are truly that delusional that they see such a big number from her and think that everybody in the world knows about Wendy, when generally that's not the case. I don't want to say it's just her fan base, but it's kind of unfortunate when you go into any collab she has, any conversation or something like this where it's just a small misunderstanding of someone not knowing something and then immediately getting it cleared up, yet it's still an issue for her fans. Don't get me wrong, I don't feel like it's all unjustified, because some of the hate that her fans give to other people makes a lot of sense, especially in situations where they are talking bad about her, which is something that also happened on Max's Into Deep show with a specific contestant called Raya, who seemed a little upset after Wendy Ortiz along with D-Lou actually won the competition.
I'm not gonna say anything negative, but it is a little obvious that that girl's fan base is just insane. We experienced it yesterday, so I feel like we low-key won, to be honest. Like, him me.
If you ask me, this just sounds like a jealous girl upset she didn't win. And that's the vibe that almost anybody got from this. Wendy viewer, Faye viewer, random person who might have caught the stream, or even saw the TikTok clip. And because of this hate, obviously people who are actually ride or dies for Wendy are gonna be upset that you're throwing shade at her over a small competition. Well, it's not actually that small because that a cash prize, but still over something that didn't seem that big. And when they actually ended up seeing this clip, they sent it over to Wendy herself, who ended up reacting to it in a pretty tamed way. Anybody else I would expect to crash out, especially when this person has been showing fake love to you. All of a sudden it seems like they're hating on you for no real reason.
That girl's fan base.
That girl's?
Alright.
What?
It's just insane.
That girl is just mad she didn't win. Ooh. And then earlier she was like, oh, TikTok's trying to pin us against each other. Bitch, that's you. And then did you show her when she was like, congrats? Did you show her?
Yeah.
Showing fake love and then hitting on somebody is very odd and weird, and it's not surprising to me that her fan base, after seeing those clips and her initial fake reaction to Wendy winning, that they would go and want to send hate. Now, I don't ever think that's the real answer because you disagree with somebody or because somebody sneak this is your favorite content creator. Still is very odd, but I could at least understand from their POV that is genuine hate and weird behavior, so they want to go out of their way to try.
Hey, all I'm saying is, let her try to record Kenshin's community though. I'm one of them. I'm one of them, nigga. Man, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Hey, it's a whole different story. That's all I'm gonna say. She tried to record his community. Cause everybody knows Corey's like the most chillest nigga. You try to record his community? Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie.
Trying to defend Wendy.
Cause I'm one of them too.
Which makes sense. A lot of her fan base is down to defend her no matter what she does and genuinely only wants the best for her, but it could be to her downfall. And in situations like that, yes, it can be just.
I ain't gonna lie, nah, I gotta stop. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm just joking though. I'm gonna want to, put him in that situation. Plus Corey, he don't like beef.
Justifiable when it comes to someone she was genuinely close with and who basically put her.
And he don't like that, he don't like that comparison shit. So yeah, no, we gotta stop that. We gotta stop.
On the map for Twitch streaming being DDG. It gets pretty odd, especially when her fans and even Wendy start showing hate towards him. And it all started off something that was meant to be a joke in the first place.
God, what did he just say? He just said, for you, he might use it for his own advantage.
Yeah, that's what he did with the subs.
That's what I'm saying. And did he not?
Obviously a simple joke, just saying that yeah, Wendy was only used on DD stream for subs, when we all know that's not true. They generally made some good content together and seemed like they were having a good time, but outside of being parasocial and trying to infiltrate my own feelings into their vibes or clips, DDG is a well-known rapper, streamer, and YouTuber. And not to glaze him, but I'm pretty sure he's doing well off when it comes to money, along with Wendy, who has an amazing following on Twitch along with TikTok. I don't think they need each other when it comes to any type of content thing. This is obviously just meant to be a joke because DDG actually ended up picking her first night, but then left her when he had found somebody different. So she's just playing on that, being like, hey, yeah, he only picked her for the subs and was just using her for views. Nothing that should be taken that serious. Yet it seemed like both fan bases were actually upset about this. Wendy's because they felt like she was telling the truth. Obviously they didn't see it as a joke and were actually attacking DDG along with his com, saying that it's obvious that DDG just wants to use her for subs like everybody else does, basically putting Max under the bus and any other content creator that was throwing her any type of shade. While on the other hand, DDG's community was very off-put by that joke, literally saying that's not the case, pointing out what I said, that DDG wouldn't need to use her for subs.
That's what he did with the subs.
That's what I'm saying. And y'all gotta understand, bro, when niggas is streaming, okay, listen, and then y'all be getting mad at me because I be telling y'all what's real. You know what I'm saying? Bro, when niggas is streaming, bro, y'all can't take everything serious or to heart, okay? I've said shit, everybody say shit. That's how you make the shit go. At the end of the day, bro, everybody and they mama know, Wendy know, I don't have to use her for shiznagas. That's not even a thing. Y'all should know that. I'm sure she knows that. Bro, 90% of my money, even when I went to Japan, comes from ads. You can't watch my stream without catching an ad, bro.
This was from DDG's most recent stream where he tried to clear the air and explain everything that was going down, just informing his chat and her community that he actually doesn't need her for subs. That's not even where he makes the majority of his money. But even outside of that, it's pretty odd that people would jump to that conclusion. And again, yes, I'm putting this on both DDG's chat along with hers. If he personally did not take this as shade and just saw it as a funny joke on stream, then there's no reason that his community should be going out of their way to take offense on his behalf. That's pretty weird. But also, people on Wendy's side in her community were going very hard in all types of comment sections, going hard in all types of places, to the point where DDG felt like he had to talk about it. Not only to help Wendy, but also to inform her community that they are ruining her chances of getting bigger because of the way they are treating people. And it showed a lot from Max's Into Deep segments.
Specifically talk to Wotion right now. What y'all doing is, bro, y'all making people scared of Wendy. When y'all getting these comments and y'all saying all this crazy shit, like, and y'all not understanding, this shit's fake, guys. Like, you gotta understand. Wendy's not actually dating the cake. It's a show. You think niggas is really acting like this in real life? It's a show. When y'all try to make that crossover from real life, from and content and fucking entertainment, that's where y'all fuck up at as a fan base. And what y'all doing, y'all putting her in a pickle where y'all making motherfuckers scared to even fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making niggas not want to fuck with her. All this bullying y'all doing to girls, all this bullying y'all doing to niggas that she collabing with, y'all fucking her up, bro, in the long run, because collaborations is how you win. A motherfucker be scared to collab with her. They don't give, it's not about numbers, it's not about none of that shit. It's about building a community.
DD pretty big no-no when it comes to
I'm gonna just get that part.
having a fan base that people already regard as toxic, specifically in this instance with DDG, that apparently has them unfollowing each other and literally breaking off connections. Because after these clips went out, she ended up going on her IG story and saying they love how supportive my people are until it no longer benefits them. Anyway, thank you guys for everything. Now in that clip, yes, DDG is definitely throwing shade at her fan base, not even Wendy as a creator. He didn't say anything bad about her and literally talked about how he wanted her to do well. Yet it just seems like she's breaking off a connection with him because of how her fans are acting, which she can't really control, but at the same time could at least condemn their actions. And this caused him to later go on Twitter and reply to her saying, nah, that IG story sneak diss is crazy. Laughing emoji. Y'all was right, I was tripping. Now maybe it's just that I don't understand why this would break somebody up, really, because he's talking about her fan base being toxic. At no point in time did you even hear anybody I put up in this video outside of like Aiden Ross say that they have a problem with Wendy. It was mainly her fan base every single time. Even with the Riot situation, they were talking about her fans, not Wendy as a person throwing shade at her.
Right? And she seemed like a normal person. Right? She is a normal person.
That actual insight from Silky, who was on Into Deep and got to see it firsthand.
Yo, her base will enable, and it's like you could really see that somebody is heavily influenced by it. Cause like Wendy, yo, bro, I literally sat there and spoke to Wendy, right? And she seemed like a normal person, right? She is a normal person, and she goes on TikTok, she looks at her comments, she looks at her shit, and she's like, nah, that's true, that's right, nah, that was happening. Bro, these are people that's not living in your world, Wendy. Like you gotta have a realization. These are people that's not living in your world, Wendy. They are living through you, and they think that every single emotion that you're supposed to have is because of how they're feeling at home, my nigga. That shit is corny.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, not for long.
It's like this every single.
If you like the video, like, subscribe, follow me on socials, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.